Welcome back, everybody. Automotive Inc. This morning we're on day 2 of working on this 2016 Ram for my brother-in-law. We're gonna, like I said, basically detail it. I'm gonna play with some PDR. I've been playing with that over the last few years. Did pretty good on the other fender. I got out like 4 of the 7 dents, or yeah, it was a lot of dents, but I'm working on that and I'm not a pro at that. But let's just walk around. I'll show you kind of how it's coming so far and where we're basically at. Now, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. It does help my channel out. Thumbs up and notification bell. So this truck was super dirty. Had a lot of like oxidation and stuff on here that's not going to come off with, you know, your standard scratchy sponge, if you will, or whatever. You can do a lot of polishing and stuff. I actually have a pad that I did the front wheels. If you remember that first video, those were all chalked up and nasty. I'll link it in that video where I did the wheels, but we got those cleaned up. As you can see, this is the fender I started working on, so it's the shiniest part because all I did was wash it and get the first big layer of old. This thing had like a gray tinge to the paint, gray in some areas, beige in other areas. So this was riddled with dents all the way along here, and so I've got one here left and one right here that I'm working on. And I just have a cheap Amazon set of PDR tools. Using glue tabs. I'm not using any rods yet on any areas. As we walk around here, we got some parts in yesterday. I mainly focused on getting the outside clean enough that I could do the pulling while the glue's drying. I come in here and keep on detailing. Like I said, it's pretty dirty in here, but it took about 2 hours just to get the dog hair out. And then you can see in the video here with the light, we got a lot of just like staining and stuff. So there will be a separate video. I'm going to pull this seat out and we're going to get it cleaned up outside, but I wanted to get the hair off mostly in here while it's strapped down and not wiggling too much. But yeah, a ton of dog hair. And I used some compressed air to start cleaning out some of the vents yesterday, so we have some debris that popped back in here, but this whole area was like brown because of this dust and dirt. And even though we worked on it, you can see that's why I said using compressed air in there. It's really, you got to be real careful not to just actually blow it everywhere else. It's easier to vacuum it. Some more dog hair up here. Yeah, so about 2 hours for that for sure. But yeah, so we just kind of worked on cleaning it up. Like I said, it's got a lot of hail on it, but the value in the truck was there for his towing purposes. Obviously, this is the smaller Hemi. I think 16 was the last year that they put the smaller Hemi in the big trucks. So obviously we have the passenger seat out. One, that's the best way for me to get all the dog hair off from underneath it. And somebody's gummy bears were melted in the carpet, so we got those out. Cleaning up everything that we possibly can. And then you can see some striping right here. That's where whatever it was, a mochaccino or dog barf on the seat, looked like barf. You know, we got to get in here and get that out because it's just disgusting. So it's a lot of elbow grease, but this is something that I like to do. Along the way while we're doing it, I can make these videos for people that need to take a seat out or whatever. Let's go in here and take a look at the seat. So passenger seat cleaned up really well. It had the same type of staining. I mean, obviously dirt and stuff gets a little wet here and there, and it's going to stain on this light gray. So it's best if you have a lighter interior with cloth is that you make sure you keep it actually wiped up as you go. But down there in the right corner is where the white dog barf was. So we'll do a little bit more cleaning on that. But today, basically, my agenda is to go ahead and keep working on extracting all the dog hair and just getting the first layer of crap out of there to see what really I'm working with here. And it's fun. It took about 10 hours yesterday to get where I got. And so, you know, you just got to keep the pedal down and go for it. But we're going to check back here on day 3 and see how it's going. But it's a fun little thing to do. And you can definitely just see that no matter how much you think your dog sheds or doesn't shed, it gets everywhere. Go check out my avalanche video. Holy smokes, that was a lot of dog hair. So as always, guys, appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to catch you on the next one.